Hello, 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 hello. Okay, let me adjust you guys a little bit. Adjust you. Yeah. Yep. Are you adjusted? Yeah. Welcome back to my channel. I feel like you're tilting on one side. Why? Let me fix this. Yeah. That's straight. Yeah, I think that's better. Okay. Bring it down a little bit. Okay. Is that better? I feel like you're tilting a little bit. Okay. All right. I think that's better. Anyway. Welcome back to my channel, guys. I have to say that it was funny, the comments of my last video when I was climbing that ladder. People were people were like, I was afraid for you. Let me say, the problem with climbing that ladder is not, it wasn't bad. As long as I don't know when I developed this fear of heights, but all of a sudden it was there. And I noticed it when I had the two ladder and I had to get up when I was putting up the bookshelf. I climbed up on that, and it's two. So I went up on the second ladder, and when I looked down, that was an issue. As long as I don't look down, it's fine. So when I got up on that ladder, I don't know if you guys noticed, that new ladder I have is 4 steps. I only got up on 2. I could not make it up to 3. I was like, the 3 would have been too high for me. And I did not want to have any accident. So, not that I could, I mean, well, you could have an accident if I go into a panic mode or something. But as long as I don't look down, which I didn't. I don't know if you guys notice it, but I did not look down. I really have to stay focused on what I'm doing. I can look up, no problem there, but looking down is a problem. But it was funny reading the comments. Obviously, I'm okay. My daughter even texts me asking me why was I doing that. I'm like, you live in California. You can't do it for me. Anyway, besides, I'm safe. I'm not going to put myself in any risk. I get that straight right now. I am not going to put myself in any risk. If I honestly feel that something serious could happen, I'll pay and let it done. I get, pay and have it done. But something like pulling down a curtain, I want to be able to do that. Or changing a light bulb. I want to be able to do that because I can do that. So my ceiling is kind of high, so I need a ladder. I can do little things like that. That is no big deal. Putting up a painting, any little things like that, I can do it. As long as I don't look down. That's it. But anyway. Well, on the other hand, good news. On the 13th of this month, I'm getting my eyebrow done. Now, some of you told me that it hurt. My niece had it done, and I don't remember if she said it hurt. I don't remember having that conversation about pain with her, but I'll ask her. My daughter had it done, and she said it wasn't painful, but I don't believe her because she has a lot of tattoos, and she claimed they're not painful, so I don't believe her. So, we'll see. I think I also have a high pain tolerance, and I say that I'm afraid, yes, I'm afraid of pain, but I think I have a high pain tolerance because I remember the most painful surgery that I had was my knee replacement. And when I went for therapy, I'm telling you, therapy was tough because once you have a knee replacement and everything, your knees are not straight. It's kind of bent, so they have to push it down, make sure it straighten out your leg. Well, that little lady, my therapist, she would get on the table with me and literally sit on my knee to bring it down. And my reaction to that was I start laughing. Not a laugh of joy, a laugh of pain. And I did not know until then. I'm still having this problem. I was out today, and let me tell you, it's definitely allergies, because my eyes was just, it was pouring. So anyway, but this lady would get on my knee and sit on it and push it down. And there were other people that was, you know, had knee replacement, and they were going through, like this guy was next to me, and there was, you know, pushing on his knee, and he literally start crying. Me, I start laughing, but it was not a laugh of happiness. It was a laugh of pain, but it was definitely a laugh. I was that kind of laugh, but it wasn't a joyful, happy laugh. It was painful laugh, but they didn't understand it. Other people were like, she's laughing, it doesn't hurt. And my therapist is like, no, this hurt. She's laughing. This is laughing for not, she doesn't want to cry, or this is a laugh of crying, a laugh crying. That's what you call it. So anyway, and I could bear that. I don't know how this is going to. Now, I asked her about the pain, and she said that the lady that's going to do my eyebrow, she said that some of her customers fall asleep. I think she's exaggerating there, fall asleep. Because I saw this lady, when they was done, her whole of her face, her eyebrow area was red. I'm like, oh God. But we'll see. I'm going to record it, so hopefully I won't embarrass myself in front of you guys. But I'm gonna see how it goes. I'm gonna do it because I'm tired of having eyebrows that look like they don't even know each other. I want identical twin eyebrows. And I'm not getting identical. I am getting enemies eyebrow. They hate each other. So I need to change that. Change that. Totally. But anyway, I have a story for you guys. And this happened when I was living in Silver Spring, and I was working in the DC area. So I would get up in the morning. I would leave at 7 in the morning to go to work, drive to DC. I think it was like maybe an hour and a half with traffic more. So I would leave at 7 o'clock to go to work. So every morning, now I used to live in a high-rise apartment. There was a bunch of high-rise complex with nothing but high-rise apartments. And the lobby was beautiful. They had really nice furniture in the lobby, really plush, really lounge type of furniture. And every morning I get up, not at the beginning, but you know, later on, every morning when I leave into work, I see this guy. He's sitting with his leg crossed in this beautiful, nice pajamas. You could tell it wasn't cheap. A pajama and a robe, but just pajama and robe, and he's sitting in the lobby with his leg crossed, and he'll say good morning. I'll say good morning, and I'm like, what the heck is he doing? At the beginning, the first time I saw him, I thought, okay, he may be waiting for someone. Okay, the second day, again, he's in the lobby, different pajamas. I mean, it was really nice, and a robe, and he again in the lobby. And I pass by, he say good morning, I say good morning, and I keep going. The third day, now he started to annoy the heck out of me. I'm like, why the hell can he be in his, go up to your apartment. You want to lounge in your own apartment. But I didn't say anything. It's actually none of my business. But I was annoyed by him, you know, like, why are you doing in the lobby sitting down every morning? People are going to work and you, obviously you don't have a job. To myself, I say that. The fourth day, thank God I didn't see him. And I go, good, he needs to stay out of the friggin' lobby. You know, he was annoying the heck out of me. So I'm walking towards the parking lot, walking towards my car. And I heard someone behind me said in Spanish, oh, tú eres la panameña que viene a invadir mi territorio. Which means, oh, you are the Panamanian that came to invade my territory. So I turn around and look. Who is it? The guy from the lobby. So in Spanish, he said, oh, you from Panama? I said, yeah. He said, I've been looking at this car. My car have a Panamanian flag in front on the dashboard. Not on the dashboard, on the where the mirror is, right? Well, all foreigners, we do that. We do that. Okay, but anyway. So he saw the flag and he was wondering, who does this car belong to? So now he's not in the lobby. He's stuck in the parking lot to see who gonna get in this car. And sure enough, I got in my car. So anyway, we talked for a few minutes and we exchanged numbers. You know, back then you have no cell phone. So we exchanged numbers, and a week later he called me. He said, hey, what are you doing? I said, I'm chilling, you know, nothing really. And he said, would you like to come up and have dinner with me and my girlfriend? So I said, oh, good, you have a girlfriend. So that's great. So I went up, have a dinner with his girlfriend and met her. She's a very nice lady, beautiful lady, very polite, really like her. I like her. She's very elegant. I like her. Anyway, she seems very nice. You know, down to earth, whatever. And so, you know, and she mentioned that she travels a lot. I didn't ask her what she did for a living, but she mentioned that she was traveling because she traveled for work. So I said, oh, okay. So in my mind, I'm saying, okay, she's the one that works, he doesn't do anything. Yeah, okay. That's what I'm thinking, right? Let me see. Yeah, what are you doing with this guy? You're a professional. You're doing your thing, and he's, you know, sitting in the lobby, lounging, doing nothing. Okay. In my head, I was saying that, but anyway, that goes. Like a few days later he was telling me, he was saying about this nightclub in DC that owned by Panamanian. If I ever been there, or I said no, I didn't even know they had a Panamanian, it was a restaurant and a club at night, whatever, in DC. I said, no, I was not aware of that. And he said, would you like to go? I said, sure. So I'm thinking we'll go, you know, because she wasn't Panamanian, she was African American. But I thought, okay. So he called me one day, said, hey, you'd like to go to the club? I think it was a Saturday night or something like that. And I said, sure. So he said, okay, meet me in the lobby this time. So I get on in the lobby and I notice his was just him and not his girlfriend. So I said, where's your friend, your girlfriend? And she go, oh no, she's traveling, she out of town. So I'm like, well, does she know this? Because I don't want any problem. I think she's a nice. He said, no, you don't have to worry about her. She's very understanding. As a matter of fact, she knows, you know, and she's okay. No, she's cool. I said, okay. Besides, I never thought he would ever make a pass on me. I didn't get that from him. I get, like, you know, I'm from Panama, and, you know, just get to know me just because we are both from Panama. So anyway, we're going down in the car and we drive in downtown DC, and I can't remember the name of the street, but this is the street that all of the ladies of the night hang out. So I'm noticing that he's driving, and when he get like too close to them, they kind of stop and look. And every single one of these women, like, the reaction was weird. And I was getting the impression that maybe they know him. And I'm looking at the way they're reacting, and he's cool, he's not doing anything. And I turned to him and I said, "Are you a pimp?" And he goes, "You know, you Panamanian women, I'm telling you, you are so nosy." I said, no, I just asked because I'm looking at all these ladies of the night, the way that they're looking at you and looking at your car. When they see your car, they literally stop and salute. And I'm wondering, maybe they think you're training me. That was my concern. I don't want them to think that you're training me. They're going to sit me. So he goes, "You are too nosy." I said, "No, I'm not nosy." I said, "I was curious because of the reaction of these ladies." So he said, "Well, before we go to the club, I got to make one stop. So, you know, you can see what I do for a living." Now, this is where I should have said, "No, thank you. I don't need to know. I don't want to know. No, thank you." But the curious me, I think I was like 20, 27, 28. The curiosity killed the cat. So I said, I didn't say anything. I should have said no, but I didn't say no, but I didn't say yes. I just didn't say anything. So we went to this apartment building and he knocked on the door and this guy opened the door with a gun. And I was standing like next to him. And when this guy opened the door, I don't know. I was like a flash. I was behind him. And he said to the guy, no, they're speaking Spanish. I'm just saying English so you can understand. They said to the guy, "Oh, no, she's from Panama. She's cool." And the guy said, "Come on in, you know," and I'm kind of scared. I don't know what's going on. And the guy said, "You protected. Don't worry about it. We're all Panamanian here, you know." Me, I should have said no. I should have said, "I'll wait for you here." But I didn't. I told my kids this story. I said, don't be curious, okay? Don't be curious. But anyway, I went in and it hit me. I was in a drug house. And I'm like, what the hell? To myself, I'm thinking, what the? I'm like, get me out of here. And he said, "No, let me talk to this person." I said, "Get me out of here. You don't get me out of here, I'm leaving." Because all this time, I know drug house, they get raided, right? And I'm not thinking that the police is going to come busting in here or shooting anybody, which is serious. I'm thinking, what the hell am I going to tell my parents? My parents is the only thing that I had on my mind. What would I tell my father? Oh my God, what would I tell my mother? And would they believe me? I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. So I said to the guy, "You get me out of here, I'm leaving." So when he saw me, like I was like reacting, we weren't even there less than 5 minutes, but it took less than 5 minutes to get raided, right? So he took me out of there. And this point now, I am scared to death because now I have this information. If anything happened, maybe that, you know, what if they think I said anything? So I'm thinking, oh my God, what the heck? Oh my God, I don't want this information. I am thinking, Lord, what the heck? So at this point, I want to go home, but I want to play it cool. I don't want him to see that I'm scared because I don't know. I don't know. So we went to the club and I was there like 10 minutes. I said, I want to go home. I'm not feeling this place. I want to go. So I went home. He took me home. He walked me to my door. I opened my door and he said bye. I have to say that about him though. He never disrespected me. He, honestly, if he didn't do that, he was a perfect gentleman. For his lifestyle, but he was a perfect gentleman. He never disrespected me or anything like that, or, you know. So I went home. When I got home, I called my friend. I said, we'll call him. I'm not going to call anybody's name, but They say Anna. I say, Anna, this is what happened. And I told her everything. I said, in case something happened. And they throw me over the balcony. I did not do that. You know. This is his name. I gave her his full name. She said, calm down, you know. You know, she calmed me down because I was scared to death. Mind you, I never in my entire life did drugs. That is something that I was never curious about. Never. Not even weed. Nothing. Nothing. As a matter of fact, when I first came to this country and I was meeting people, and the first thing they would say to me, and this is back in the 70s where, you know, a lot of people did drugs, weed and that stuff, and they would say, oh, you're from Panama, you got Panama Red. I'm like, what is Panama Red? I didn't even know they called Panama, you know, Panama Red. But anyway, but no, I've never done Panama Red or any other red. I was never curious about it, and never. So for me to be in a place like that, I was scared. And the fact that I have this, I've seen this, I've seen the guys, I know what they look like. I did not like the fact to have that information, because I was like, man, I don't see myself, I'm telling you right now, I could not survive in prison. I am not prison material. I would not survive. I'm too girly. I would be taken advantage of in prison. So I could not make it. But anyway, I did mention it to my friend, and I told her, I said, you know, so after like a month later, I went to work and I'm coming home, and when I looked, there were police everywhere in my apartment complex. They had the yellow rib tape and everything, and nobody could go in the building. So I'm looking like, what the heck is going on? And we, you know, it was a bunch of cars in the parking lot, and everybody got out their car that lived in that building and was looking. Next thing I know, the police was coming with him and his girlfriend handcuffed. And I was like, oh God, they got busted. Oh my God. So anyway, I was like, oh my God, I hope they don't think I could talk. Oh my God, I'm scared now, because I'm saying they got busted, and you know, I knew this, so I hope he didn't think that I said anything. The following day, I was coming back and going to work, going into my apartment, my building, and I saw him, and I'm like, I was shocked. And he said, yeah, I guess he knew why was I shocked. He said, yeah, he called his lawyer and they got him out. The apartment complex gave him notice they had to leave because they don't tolerate things like that. And so they had to leave. So he was there clearing out and getting things to move. And he told me, you know, I'm tired of this apartment living. I'm going to buy a house in Bethesda. When I, you know, get settled, I call you. Maybe you can come over and have dinner with us. And I said, oh, sure. I ain't going nowhere. But anyway, after that, I realized later that the reason they got busted is because the police was watching another guy that lived in another building, and they were watching him because he was very flamboyant and he was very flashy in his lifestyle, and he lived in an apartment, so he had like 2 luxury cars and other stuff, and so they were watching him, and somebody shot him right in front of his door and thought he was dead, left him for dead, and he wasn't. Took him to the hospital, and they bargained and made a deal with him, and he talked. Who is his boss? My Panamanian friend. He was his boss. So that's why they got busted. So I was like, oh, okay. But then months later, I heard from him, and he said, hey, you know, we have a house in Bethesda, and, you know, you should come and have dinner with us, you know, whatever. And I said, oh, okay, yeah, sure. I said, well, you know, I'm going to New York, so, you know, I'll call you when I get back, or we can, you know, get together another time. But I'll make excuses. I'm like, I've never seen him after that. So guys, I know for you, the well-seasoned ladies, we are not curious like that. But for the young generation, don't be curious. Because curiosity can put you in a lot of trouble. God forbid that if I had gotten busted, if he had gotten busted and I was there, how would I explain that I'm innocent? Yeah, they could take a drug test and see I'm clean, but that don't mean anything. You know, how would I explain that? And how would I explain it to my parents? My mother would be so disappointed in me. My father would, he would just disown me. Man, I'm telling you, that was something. I'm good. Well, I was young that time, and and I felt sometimes, like I said before, and people that live from another country and live here, they know when you see your people, you're happy to see your people. You speak in the same language, you have the same culture, you're happy about that. Sometimes it works out that you become friends, because I've met friends here and we are good friends today. And sometimes it doesn't work out like that particular time. I certainly didn't want to be friends with somebody like that, because I don't want to put my life in harm's way because of the person that I'm hanging out with. I wouldn't do that. So, I wouldn't do that. And I have told this story to my children because I wanted to tell them, be careful, who you associate with and who you hang out with, because you don't know what they're doing behind closed door. And take my experience from it, so you don't have to go through that. Just embrace my experience, learn from my experience. So anyway, yeah, so they know that story. I've definitely told them, both my kids, about that. Anyway, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. Oh, one thing I want to ask you guys, please thumbs up my video. And leave a comment, please. Comments is absolutely me. It's for me. The comments is for me. I love the comments. I answer all my comments and I read my comments. So thumbs up the video, share the video, especially with young people today. Share it with young people today. Yeah, and don't be curious, guys. Anyway, guys, until my next video, and I can't wait for the 13th. I'm kind of nervous, but we'll see. Hopefully I won't cry on camera. No, I won't cry. But hopefully it's not too painful. So we'll see. Until then, what's today? Today is Friday. Oh, we had such a rain today. And they're expecting, I think they were saying that there's a tornado it's in Cuba right now, and it's heading toward Florida. So we're expecting heavy rain on Saturday, and no, it's not Saturday, I'm sorry. Heavy rain on Sunday and Monday. So I need to go to the grocery tomorrow. I did went to the grocery today, but it was, I think everybody heard that this, this weather is coming up on Sunday, because the grocery was ridiculous. I just didn't feel like waiting in line. So I'm going to try and get up early tomorrow and go to the grocery before that line that I saw today. So hopefully I get a few things done, because Monday seems like we're not going to be able to do anything, although I have a doctor appointment on Monday, but we'll see. Anyway, guys, until Monday and my next video, thank you for listening. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for your comment. Thank you for all the positive feedback that I'm getting. I am blessed with you guys. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Thank you. Bye.